Go get it. Photo for so photogenic. All my life I better go get her. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Right to the air. Here's Murray. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. From the 27, Murray. Artez at left side. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Conner. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out. Right back to Conner here on 1st. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Murray. Steps away to his left. Murray fighting, lost the football, and this will be scooped up by the defense. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Patterson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On 2nd down, here's Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Brady going to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Tom Brady trots off on 4th down, and on comes kicker Matt Gay. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gay's kick is good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The numbers there for Conner in last week's game. 17 carries, 60 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Shotgun now for Murray. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Swift going to try up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers for him from a week ago: 14 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
When a winning streak stretches this far, you start to wonder if a team is truly unstoppable. And here's a guy who's been very much the legs that have helped drive this team to wins week after week. And even when teams have keyed on him and tried to slow him down, he's still gotten the job done enough to avoid a loss. Talking with him in pregame, though, he thinks that this week could be his biggest week yet.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
And here now the punter, Fox, as he sends this one away.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
And the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. On 2nd and 9, Murray. He finds Hopkins complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A gain there of 21 yards.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head, his head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Connor on first down, able to take this one forward for about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
Finding more on the out route for the completion. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Murray now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Murray again. This is Connor.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
James Conner, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
A strong run there, boy, when he gets it, especially around the goal line like a bull in a china shop.
And none of us ever want to confront that bull in any china shop, do we? Any more than we want to confront him. Got behind his pads, ran with power, and got into the end zone.
What an asset around the goal line, a guy like that.
It's almost like a safety blanket, isn't it? When all else fails, hand it to this big back and let it power his way forward.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. Toronto's offense ready to take over.
And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Again, it's Brady. Got his man. It's Williams.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Toronto in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw going into the hands of Williams. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Brady's throw there.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter. On second down, Conner looking for space.
And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taking it about the 16.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Toronto's offense ready to take over.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, it's Brady. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Now Brady. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. It's complete to Hopkins.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Screen pass to Connor. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the 1st down.
This is Connor running right. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Murray from midfield. With a catch made by Hopkins.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Connor up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Murray going to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
The drive had started well after a punt last time. Now it's slowed down a bit, and let's face it, they don't want to punt the ball back-to-back series. They want a sustained drive on this one.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, and it's 4th down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Toronto's offense ready to take over.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, 1st down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady.
Throw over the middle, he finds Williams.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come, we get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. That'll be caught by St. Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 36. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Brady.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Tom Brady trots off on 4th down, and on comes kicker Matt Gay.
Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And Gay knocks this one through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
It seems like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. Fielded at the 33. call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Shotgun now for Brady.
This one taken in by Cephas.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, and the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
Here's Jack Fox on to punt.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where it was the Bucs who were able to get the victory at home. Marcus Mariota, strong in the victory, as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. From there, let's head up to Baltimore to check in on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Lamar Jackson, excellent in the victory as his guys up their record to 7-2 now on the year. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And it was the visiting LA Rams who get the victory in that one. Matthew Stafford leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. We'll move on now to check out the next-gen stats in that first half for our home team. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they too didn't do a whole lot in terms of rushing efficiency in that first half, as you can tell by the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Cardinals to take over. Last week they got the victory against the San Francisco 49ers. They've got the lead in this one as well right now. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's complete to McBride. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
They run behind center with Connor. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Murray. He's going to look deep for more. And he's got it inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on third and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
On first and goal, they'll try the option left. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
Seibert's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Here's second and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Here's Brady to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Brady now to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
That's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Brady now on first down. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Again, it's Brady. And incomplete here to bring up fourth down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They start the drive with Conner, and he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Lovie Smith, he's seen plenty of challenges in his time as a coach, and he's going to throw a red flag on this one.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
To throw, it's Murray. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Toronto's offense ready to take over.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. 3rd and 7 now. Throwing now is Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 41.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Out of the gun, here's Murray.
He'll get this to Conner underneath. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Murray now to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage the quarterback from going to it. That means everyone else, win your routes. You got an opportunity to catch passes now too.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Murray.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Murray going to throw.
He's got the connection to Moore. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Murray now. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again.
And he's going to have a Cardinals 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing again, Murray.
Locates Ertz going across the middle. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing now is Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Connor.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. To throw is Murray. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind, while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Well, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 17. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Again, Murray will keep it. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
First down, Murray. Complete to Zacchaeus. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 28 yards.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Conner, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He'll dump this one off to Conner. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Murray now, 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Cards are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it ends with a Zach Ertz touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run here with Swift. Good footwork at the 30. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Brady. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady, right side to Williams. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Oh, boy, hang on here. J.J. Watt appears to be injured, or at least shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Shotgun now for Brady.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. A shotgun handoff to Patterson, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. To throw is Brady. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. He loses a full 5 yards there on the sack, and it also brings up 4th down, 4th and goal.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, a run with Connor, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
He was brought down by big Levi Onwuzurike.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he stopped immediately there. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Murray giving to Connor on the draw.
He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Arizona. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Tom Brady in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. A little under 1:50 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Brady now on 1st down.
And that's caught by Williams.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady, a quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Brady.
He's got this complete to Williams.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Brady's throw complete there to St. Brown. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Now Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. Headed 2nd down. Brady's saying let's go as he'll hustle him to the line. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now Brady again. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that drives 7 plays in length. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Down to a knee goes Murray, as that will just about wrap this thing up.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location.